Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Bold and the Beautiful finally had Finn spit it out. Then Steffy Forrester exploded in emotions once realizing what her husband was telling her this week on the CBS soap. But Joe Finnegan offered enough hints about where he was going with the dreaded conversation. Still, despite all the hints, Steffy couldn't figure it out. Then finally, he spelled it out for her, and an emotional explosion erupts on B&B. Bold and the Beautiful had Finn, Tanner Novlan, take long enough to relinquish the fact that he is Luna Nozowa's, Lisa Yamada, father. But before this, Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline Messinswood, started down many wrong avenues trying to follow what her husband was talking about. First, she thought Papi Nozanwa, Romy Park, had another child besides Luna that she gave up for adoption. She couldn't wrap her head around what Finn was saying. Then she thought Finn and Papi had a child he should try to find. But she made several wrong assumptions on Bold and Beautiful this week. It seemed she could not put 2 + 2 together to come out with the awful answer. Steffi said she could never hold Finn accountable for what happened between him and his aunt. She also said there was nothing they could not handle together. So it is just a matter of time before we see if there is one exception, Luna Nozawa as a stepdaughter. Steffy Forrester is bound to have some misgivings about Finn claiming Luna Nozawa as his daughter this week on Bold and Beautiful. But he hasn't told her the worst part yet, rather the part she likely won't be able to live with. Finn already expressed that he needs to step up as Luna's father. He believes if he had when she was still young, her life would have been so different. But he wasn't given the chance. However, it looks like those evil genes of his birth mother may have skipped a generation. So maybe it wouldn't have made much difference, which is likely an argument he will hear from his wife. So while Steffy Forrester digests what she just learned, Finn will hit her with another blow. And this one she really won't like, as he intends to be a father to his lunatic offspring. Bold and the Beautiful had Steffy Forrester filled with emotions, mostly surrounding her with fear and dread. Finn became visibly shaken just trying to get the words out. So Steffi may stick with her vow that she won't hold her husband responsible. But she likely won't go as far as he wants to go. Steffy Forrester sounded like a wonderful supportive wife, but her tune is destined to change once she hears Finn's plans to step into the father role for Luna. Bold and the Beautiful spoilers have Luna standing at the Forrester mansion's front door after opening it to cousin Finn. So, he is likely there to tell her the truth about being her father, but Steffi is probably not on board with this at all. Steffy Forrester's support probably ends when Finn tells her he wants a relationship with his daughter. So, it looks like this opens the door for Finn to develop a relationship with Luna. Then, maybe even Shyla Carter, Kimberlyn Brown, who now has a granddaughter, becomes part of his new family. It is easy to see that this young woman has some of the same tendencies as her grandmother. But, will Bold and the Beautiful push Finn toward his family of murders? Through no fault of his own, he was dealt these cards, and chances are that if he steps in to be the father to Luna she never had, he will lose Steffi. While Finn turned his back on Sheila for the sake of Steffi, it is hard to imagine he would do this to his child, even though she is a scary one. So, despite the support seen so far coming from Steffy Forrester, it likely ends soon as Finn intends to develop a father-daughter relationship with Luna on the CBS soap. The world of the Bold and the Beautiful thrives on secrets, betrayals, and explosive revelations. Among its many fiery characters, Steffy Forrester has long held a reputation for her resilience, intelligence, and undeniable charisma. Yet, in recent storylines, fans have been left scratching their heads, wondering why Steffy, usually sharp and perceptive, has been so slow to pick up on the deception and manipulation unfolding around her. But when she finally does, the eruption is nothing short of spectacular. For weeks, viewers have watched Steffy navigate murky waters, as betrayals unfolded before her eyes. The signs were there, the hushed conversations, the nervous glances, the small inconsistencies in the stories she was being fed. Yet, despite all her experience in dealing with liars and schemers, she seemed to be living in a fog, unaware of the storm brewing right in her own home. One could argue that Steffi has been preoccupied with balancing her responsibilities as a mother, CEO of Forrester Creations, and wife to Finn, But this is Steffy Forrester we're talking about. The same woman who has fought tooth and nail for her place in the business world, who has weathered heartbreak and emerged stronger every time. Fans were growing impatient, wondering why she was allowing herself to be blindsided when she was always the one uncovering truths in the past. At the heart of Steffy's delayed realization is the tangled web spun by her supposed loved ones. Whether it was Finn keeping secrets, Hope's increasingly suspicious behavior, or the ever-present manipulation of Shyla Carter lurking in the shadows, the deception was multi-layered. Each individual betrayal might have seemed minor on its own, but when put together, they formed a clear picture, one that Steffy should have seen much earlier. Finn's actions, in particular, were a major source of frustration for fans. As a man who fought for Steffy's love and trust, his recent choices have been baffling. His reluctance to cut ties with Sheila, his subtle dismissals of Steffy's concerns, and his inability to fully support her instincts led to mounting tension. Steffy's slow realization of Finn's wavering loyalty left many wondering if she had momentarily lost her edge. Every slow burn eventually reaches its boiling point, and for Steffy, that moment came in an unforgettable explosion of fury and clarity. When the truth was finally laid bare, whether it was Finn's continued connection to Sheila, Hope's betrayal, or another shocking revelation, it was as if a dam had burst. The emotions that had been simmering beneath the surface erupted in a confrontation that left everyone stunned. Steffy has never been one to hold back when she feels betrayed, and this time was no different. Her fury was palpable, her words cutting through the lies like a blade. She demanded accountability, refused to be gaslighted, and reasserted the power that fans have always admired in her. This was the Steffy Forrester that had been missing. The fearless, sharp-witted woman who doesn't tolerate deception in her life. Now that the explosion has happened, what comes next? Steffy's relationships, both personal and professional, will undoubtedly shift. Will she distance herself from Finn, realizing that his indecisiveness and dishonesty have chipped away at her trust? Will she take control of Forrester Creations in a way that reminds everyone she is not to be underestimated? And how will those who deceived her try to make amends? One thing is certain, Steffy Forrester is back in full force. The slow uptake may have frustrated fans, but the payoff was worth the wait. She has reclaimed her power, and those who dared to deceive her will face the consequences. As the drama continues to unfold, one can only imagine the ripples this explosion will send through the world of the bold and the beautiful. For now, all eyes are on Steffy, for the woman who once faltered has now risen stronger than ever, and those who crossed her had better brace themselves for the storm to come. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay with us.